I want to welcome those of you who just saw Miami win. This is Georgia Tech and Lotta-Maj Lahtinen as soon as you tune in.
She said has finally, for the first time, gotten to have a home game in the state of Georgia.
Yes. Part of what they missed.
Yeah, that is really big.
The big 1-2 punch down low for Tech.
And Pam, that's something for us to keep an eye on, because Maya Dodson, if she doesn't block a shot, she certainly affects a shot.
Georgia Tech with an undisclosed injury. Number 45 in white. Dodson right to Hermosa. 53% from the floor in her last 13 games. And she's finally starting to feel comfortable. Olivia Miles. Foul wasn't called. We're inside a minute in this first quarter. Low scoring, not surprising with these two teams. Brunel wants it and puts it up lefty with the good shoulder. Georgia Tech shooting 19% from the floor in this first quarter. Lahtinen ups it a little bit. Love. Good closeout there by Maddy Westbeld. And she puts it in at the buzzer. So Maddy Westbeld makes the defensive play, chucks it up, and it goes in.
I'm the beneficiary. Look at Maddy Westbeld. She understands time and score. She tossed it up there. Banks open.
Stratman, now she needs to start hitting from out there, right, to loosen things up a bit.
She heard you. Digna Stratman back on the floor for Georgia Tech is huge. You see her knocking down.
That's Bates. That's why she's on the floor, right?
Yep.
Mel Fortner, the head coach, saying that she's not going to shoot that. She's not going to be on the floor. She's a three-point specialist, but Westbeld finishes. Notre Dame doing well in the paint so far tonight.
And in transition, Olivia Miles always has her head up.
Miles looking to get it in. Mabrey runs by it. Westbeld doesn't get the bounce that time, but Peoples was in perfect position to get the follow.
Everything on the perimeter for Georgia Tech, not finding any ways to attack that zone.
Westbeld working on Cubaj. Yes, and a foul.
They don't score easily or quickly, so they've got to find a way to lock down on the defensive end of the floor and chip away.
People's great patience, right, to let two defenders go by her.
Georgia Tech has really struggled on the defensive end of the floor in the last couple of games. They have been the most dominant team defensively in the ACC. And Maya Dodson, another second chance opportunity. Nettie Hermosa is going to stay in the States and train this summer. Really be the first summer that they've had to work on her skill set, to work on her body, get her ACC ready. You have to pick up Olivia Miles in transition.
Pardon me, let's correct that. 10th of the game, so 10 rebounds already for Cubaj, but no points. Love, tough shot, got it. Learned over the years to channel those emotions into positive things, not take her out of situations.
Missed that dive. You see Lily Love right down the middle. Every time the ball goes to the short corner, there's a trap. That's a missed opportunity for Georgia Tech. Got a mismatch. That wasn't the one I was talking about, no. But it worked.
Bates spotting up. That's what she does.
And that was a really good job.
Dodson on the miss. Here's Love. Lahtinen. Got it! Miles pulls it, hits it.
You live with some of that with Olivia Miles because she can make things happen. And sometimes it's high risk, high reward, but it's a lot more reward than risk. And Sarah Bates nails another one.
Love, difficult.
That's where you got the drop off. You know, you're driving it in there, you get outside. It's Citron with a nice finish in transition.
Cancer Fund is filling. It's a tremendous cause, and ESPN on board with that. Westbeld hits it.
Of course, we continue to encourage anyone who's able to contribute the KYAU Cancer Fund.
All of your money goes towards cancer research, and finally, in the 3 slot behind NC State, Louisville in the 2nd slot, lost to North Carolina. Back-to-back for Cubaj.
And these are tough finishes. I mean, one-on-one, back to the basket against Maya Dodson.
Dodson's been brilliant. Miles shuts everybody up and looks over into the student section. National Player of the Year list for both the Wade, the Naismith, as well as the Naismith National Defensive Player of the Year. Peoples.
Lack of offensive firepower, but always keep themselves in ball games because of the way that they defend. Well, now's the time for Georgia Tech to pound it inside with no Maya Dodson on the floor.
Brunel passed up the three for the two. Bad knees, gained some weight, and has dropped that plus. So she's in the best shape of her life. Lahtinen with the left hand. Takes it right to Cubaj. Citron. Not the prettiest of plays, but it works.
No, but it was a great find. Olivia Miles said Notre Dame really wasn't on her list, but she really clicked with Niele Ivey, and when Niele got the job, then it was obvious.
Both of them as Cubaj continues her renaissance here in the second half. Taking on Michigan.
Is it cold in St. Pete?
I would say it's warmer than it is here.
I would say that's probably accurate.
Yep, Miles just coming back into the game. Cubaj with Dodson back in the game, a different kind of challenge. Lowers the shoulder, can't get it off the glass, but Stratmana with the second opportunity. Diggy, as they call her.
Yeah, Georgia Tech really missed Diggy's size inside as Mabrey, who you had mentioned has really struggled from the floor over the last few games, knocks down a big one there.
That is her first points of the game. Two of the last three against Florida State and Louisville. She was a combined 0 for 16, 0 for 10 from distance goose eggs. Oh, Cubaj! And that's foul number 4 on Dodson.
Georgia Tech really hurts themselves at the foul line. You know, they've lost ball games this year at the foul line. Had opportunity to beat Clemson in regulation. Missed opportunities at the foul line. And when you're trying to come back as Dara Mabrey starts to heat up, every free throw matters. It always matters, but particularly right now.
As they are third worst in the ACC in free throws. Sarah Bates.
Nice. Nice. I mean, that's just really great execution.
She set a new career high in scoring. Mabrey. Citron, big putback.
Six-time ACC Freshman of the Week. She does so many little things. She can score the basketball. You see, terrific rebounder.
Got there a little late on Bates. Love takes it right to Citron.
The difference in that take, Lily Love on balance, 2 feet, able to finish at the rim.
After it was looking pretty dire for the home team early. Big block by Westbeld. Notre Dame's gone 3.5 minutes without a point. Here's Dodson. Big. Lahtinen on the switch. Westbeld.
Yeah, there's a nice take.
So Lahtinen with the new season high in scoring. We don't have any more timeouts, so please don't call one. That was dribbled off of Miles' foot. Georgia Tech does have a timeout.
If you're Maya Dodson, you want to be over here so that they can't throw it that way.
Cubaj gets it in. Lahtinen threw it up. Not enough time. And we are going to overtime, tied up at 61. Starters back on the floor for both squads. Cubaj, good look and the miss. Here's Mabrey. 2-on-1, dishes it to Miles, waited for Lahtinen to go by. Westbeld to Mabrey, shot clock is dying. Mabrey's gonna have to shoot it. And does, with the shot clock expiring.
Nice pass.
Oh, boy.
Good. Yes. Pam, that's been there. It's been the short corner.
Another single-digit shot clock for the Irish. Mabrey got it! And was fouled. Dodson posting up hard against Hermosa, got it blocked. And a foul call. Did not make the tournament last year, breaking a long string. Lahtinen, short. Westbeld grabs it. And Notre Dame, well, you have to give a lot of credit to Dara Mabrey for her work here in the overtime period. And unfortunately for Georgia Tech, this is continuing a pattern. They have had some heartbreaking losses. Hey, they're 19-6. They're having a good season, but gosh, they had Louisville on the ropes, let that one get away. The first 4 losses were brought by a grand total of 12 points and took Notre Dame to overtime after falling behind by 16. Friends and family coming over to see her.
And Pam, we're talking about a team that's really at its core is young. Mabrey and Dodson, the leaders of this team, able to withstand a run and finish the ball.
So Notre Dame, with this win, will move into sole possession of 4th place in the ACC as they take it 72-66